Hey everyone! Yeah, I once again went through a very long lull in not posting, so I thought that to make it up, not that you really care, you could watch me embarrass myself. Yeah! Because I'm never gonna ever quite be comfortable with talking to a computer. But, I recently wrote an article on vlogging and how, I really like listening to people, so I thought maybe I should give it a proper shot instead of just making videos of me playing with glitter for 30 seconds or, talking to my friends in a really strange manner. I don't know. Anyway, so since it's been, a long time, and part of the reason I wasn't posting was because I was in essay mode, which is, to say that I kept freaking out about writing my essays and then not writing my essays because I was so freaked out about writing my essays. But that's over now. It's over. I've in fact even gotten one back. I did not fail it. I'll tell you that much. Don't read into that like I got an amazing grade and I'm gonna go on to great things kind of thing. But I'm happy. Yeah. So that's good. Stress is gone. For the most part. So this is gonna be a video about things you can do when you don't have to write an essay. And I spent like 10 minutes, because I'm really embarrassed by my handwriting, very carefully creating these adorable little signs that are really just white pieces of paper with words on them. But hey, A for effort, alright? Arts and crafts was never my strongest class. Alright, so the first thing you can do is go to concerts. Or a concert. And you know what, this one I'm going to drop it as I go along. Isn't really fair because I did see this before I had written both of my essays. But, as you know, I was very excited to see Mr. Justin Townsend. Yeah, it was very exciting. And it was a great concert. It was a great gig. I was there with some of my favorite people, and we were in the front row, and we appeared to be, for a long time, the only people under the age of 45 who were not in possession of a Y chromosome. So we kind of stood out, like, really feminine sore thumbs. But I don't care. I wasn't mad. We had a great time. And James Walburn and his brother Rob opened, and they were fantastic. I say fantastic because that was the word of the night, because when the gig was over, we didn't really hang out with them. But, Justin Townsend and James and Rob and everyone were at the bar, and, it's totally cool. Just, the performers being there, because we're so cool. Actually, one of my friends is very cool. She can just talk to people. But, I was not at my best, and the only thing I could say over and over was just to assure the gentlemen that they were fantastic. It's the only word I knew. It's like, you were fantastic, and to stare blankly, well, I had to look up quite a bit. Yeah. But just say over and over, you were just fantastic. No, you were fantastic. So that was, me not at my most eloquent, but it was just fantastic. Everyone performed. There were a couple, issues with technology, but sorry I keep looking down. But musically fantastic. I have been looking forward to it for a really long time, and I was just so happy to have all these people around me whom I love. I say all these people. There were like 5 of us. Hang on, let me count. I don't feel like counting. I think there were 5 of us. And 2 of the girls weren't really familiar with him, but they really enjoyed it, so that was great. And I don't know. If you have the opportunity, I highly recommend seeing these gentlemen live, because fantastic artists, brilliant performance, and I don't know, I'm not going on and on. This isn't a review. The next thing that I'm back into is writing, okay? Now, yeah, that's written with a crayon. Yeah, it's written with a crayon. But I don't mean, writing the next great American or any other novel. See this little envelope. Writing letters, yeah, because I tend to be far away from a lot of the people that I love, and even more so this year because people had to go away for their Erasmus years, and I fell really far behind in keeping in touch with them because I'm not always great with that. I work really hard, but sometimes you just can't. So, I already sent off a bunch of packages, but I will be remedying this. You see this stack? You see this? It's coming for you, people who I love who are not near me, because I miss you. And it always feels really nice to write the letters because, you can just let your wit flow long kind of shit. Like, ooh, I cursed, isn't that naughty? Yeah. So, I'm really excited about that, and I actually got thing about writing letters is you get responses, and I actually got a package from one of my best friends at home, and she knows that I love her, and I'm actually, I don't know if you can hear that some of the tea that she sent me. And I also got something from my parents, whom I adore, and they know me pretty well. I'm not going to show you the shirt they gave me because it's far away, but they do know that I have not matured, and I love all the things that I loved when I was 11. They sent me the newest Weird NJ to make me homesick, and, you know, just because they're wonderful. So that was great. And the other thing you can do when you're not writing essays is actually have a social life. And you could say, Liz, going to a concert is a social activity. I say, you're right. But whatever. When I'm writing essays, the only people I'm hanging out with are my books and my roommates who have to put up with me, and, you know, let's be honest, Tumblr. Because there's very little I love in this world more than procrastination. But, you know, it's nice I got back involved with people. I got to have lunch with someone who I hadn't, you know, a lot of people I hadn't seen in a long time because I was not very sociable. When I was working on the essays, I got to, you know, help out with my friend's campaign. I got to go to a lot of activities for the society, which, you know, I would have done anyway. But I got to enjoy them more because I wasn't constantly being like, get back in the library, you useless, awful, whatever. And, you know, I stab myself in the back of my head with my index finger in these situations, whatever. Yeah, so it's great. And, you know, I love people. You know, I love them, you know, more certainly than essays, but the consequences that is the other thing you can do when your essays are to, you know, you become a hermit. You want to be left alone, because as much as I love people, it's a bit of a sensory overload. So, you know, I just go back to, well, like right now, I'm sitting in my room making this video, but, you know, I go for the walks, I go wandering, watch a movie. You know, you gotta Liz Lemon it up sometime. I'm not Liz Lemon, just same first name, but you know what I mean. You just gotta get away from people sometimes as much as you love them, and it's hard to do that if you're near them. That wasn't very profound. I'm just saying I like the alone time. I'm all for it. And the last things you can do. This isn't a very exciting video. This is not a very long list. I don't know why you're still watching it if you are, but reading. Yeah. Wait for it to so you can see it. You see? Some of my books do have. Yeah. And in fairness, doing an English degree, you do a lot of reading, but, you know, I don't care. Sometimes I like to read what I want to read, and you could also say, didn't you pick all your classes this year? Didn't you know what you're getting into? It's like, okay, yeah, I did pick all my classes this year. I should have known. But the difference between last term and this term, when essays are over, you know, during essays, I have to read things like this. Also, I own it because I couldn't find it anywhere. I have to look at all my tabs, look at all my notes, look at that. It's ridiculous. That's the essay I got back. But I can go from this to reading things like this. Yeah, which, let's be honest, is what I love much better. Oh god, look how much shinier it is. Whoa. Oh wow. It's like a halo. Oh, it doesn't work if I put it that far back. I want it to be a saint for a second. But, oh. I think I broke something. But anyway, yeah, these are things you can do. You can also make videos to complete strangers. That's really all I had to say. I'm gonna get back to reading your blogs and stuff because it's Sunday, let's be honest. I'm not getting any work done. And I don't know, I hope you're all having a lovely start of this year. It's almost the third month, but, it's not almost the third, whatever. I hope 2011 is treating you right, because I wouldn't want to be treating you poorly. And can you see that? Okay, you can't see it, but I can see my breath because I'm right next to the window. And now I just look stupid. But yeah, I look stupid for you. And anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you're doing well. And my mouth is crooked. I'm always really aware of that. Anyway, bye!